In this video, we are going to install Arduino IDE for our ESP32 course. Now, Arduino IDE basically allows you to program your ESP device. You can also use VS Code, platform extension, and it allows you to work around with ESP32 and program it. So for Arduino IDE, you need to install Java on your computer. So just Google Java and install Java. Now to download Arduino, you can just Google Arduino download or visit the website provided in the description. Once you download, depending on your operating system, you might have to install the Arduino. Installation is quite simple. In my case, I had OS X. I just had to copy it and put it in the applications folder. For Linux, you have to download the file and extract the IDE. For Windows, you have to simply install it just like you install any other application or software. Once the installation is completed, you might be asked to update the IDE. So depending on the version that you are using, you can update the IDE. Now there are few things that might be helpful for you. First thing is to install all the updates. Now let's add a custom board. So for Windows user, you have to go to File Preferences. For Mac users, click on Arduino IDE and go to Preferences. You just have to add an additional board in the Additional Board Manager. So this is the button. You just have to click it and paste two URLs for ESP32 and ESP82. I'll provide the same in the description. Once you do the same, it will start to update. You can go to additional boards URL and click on the button and add these two URLs. Once you click on update and click on OK, you will notice that if you go to boards and click on board manager, inside the board manager, a new board section will be added. You can navigate to the board manager from the menu itself. Over here, you need to search for ESP32. For ESP82 users, you can download and install the same. Once you search for the board, as you can see, we have ESP32 by ESP32, which is the creator. Click on install or update. This will basically automatically download and install the required packages and libraries for the board. As you can see, the download has already started and new things and boards are being added. So once this is done, you have the new board completely added and all the libraries that are required. Now meanwhile, if you have a question, what are libraries? Libraries are extensions or let's say drivers that are required to work with the board. So let's come back after the installation, and as you can see, the installation is complete. Now the next step is to select the board. There are two options that can be done. You can directly select the board or again go to board manager and add in the board. For almost every board type, you have to create and add the board. Now just go to tools, board, and select the required board that you have depending on which development board you have taken. You will have example options as well. So depending on which development board or which company's development board you have taken, you just have to select the board. You can also play around with the examples that are available. So in this section, I'll teach you how to scan Wi-Fi with your new board. So going back to the board manager, you just have to add in the required board and then go to tools and select the board. There are a few things that you need to keep in mind. Before flashing anything, you have to select the board and the port. Port is like the USB port that you have connected your device to. So just go to board, go to ESP, and you will have a list of boards available. You can select the board depending on which board you have connected. This allows you to set the refresh rate and also connect your board manually. It tells the Arduino that you have specified the board and you need to connect it. Next option is to go to port and add in the port and select the port. You can also click on get board detail to get the board details. A quick question would be, once you go to port, just connect the board physically to your computer and then select the board. Now if I go to examples, there are lots of examples, like we have examples for Bluetooth BLE, we have Bluetooth serial example, but right now in our series we are going to Wi-Fi, and inside Wi-Fi we are going to click on Wi-Fi scan. Once you click on it, you will notice that a new example code has been opened up. Over here you have all the instructions and everything. We are going to use this program as a test program to check if the board is scanning for Wi-Fi networks, and it will give you a list of Wi-Fi network. There is an upload button available which will allow you to upload it. You need to select the port. Over here, one small instruction would be go to port and just hold on and then connect the board. Then you will be able to see the new port that is connected. And after that, if you still have problem, please check the troubleshooting video, which is the next video. For people who don't have the physical board, just visit the website and over here paste in the code. The link will be provided in the description. So let's say if you want to run the code but you don't have a physical website, you can use the simulator. Inside the simulator you can also add project libraries or custom libraries that are required. So I'll show you how you can add the same. If we click on the play button, you will notice that the project is compiled and we have the Wi-Fi networks that are available and it is scanning the network. For physical boards, you just have to upload and compile the code and upload it on your board.